What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're back here on NBA 2K doing another rebuild of a team I feel like I haven't done in a while. So today I thought it'd be fun. We went ahead and did a Charlotte Hornets realistic rebuild today. Since we are in kind of the slower part of the NBA season, obviously we're all kind of awaiting the playoffs. If you guys can enjoy this video, if you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and of course subscribe. If you are new, would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys so much for that. But right now, as it currently sits, the Charlotte Hornets are sitting around the play-in tournament right now, which is kind of where they were last year. But I basically just want to make this team into a championship contender by the end of the video. That's usually the goal in mind, and that's kind of what we're doing today, obviously. And I never really did a Hornets rebuild post a trade deadline when they acquired Montrezl Harrell, so that's why I kind of wanted to do this as well. So for this first season, we're just going to go ahead and simulate the rest of the season. Obviously, we can't really do anything right now. We can't make any trades, can't do anything like that. So we're going to simulate to the end of the season. But you guys know with the Charlotte Hornets roster, just to recap, Miles Bridges is going to be a restricted free agent this offseason. We're going to have to re-sign him. Rozier is on a big contract. Plumlee's going to be expiring, and then Montrezl Harrell will have to decide if we can re-sign him. Or I'm not even sure if the Hornets will have his bird rights or not, but I assume they won't. But let's go ahead and simulate to the end of the season, and let's see how we finish out and see if we can make a run and maybe get more into the playoffs, or are we going to stay in the play-in? At the end of the season, like usual, Giannis is your MVP. Cade Cunningham wins Rookie of the Year in Detroit. You got Drummond wins Sixth Man of the Year on the Brooklyn Nets. Giannis Defensive Player, and Tyrese Maxey Most Improved in Philly. Monty Williams is your Coach of the Year. So here's your All-NBA first team: Trae Young, Luka, Giannis, LeBron, Jokic. All-NBA second team, we got LaMelo Ball making it, which is great. Huge step in his career, obviously, as a sophomore. So looking really freaking good. And we are in the play-in tournament as the 8th seed in the East, going up against the Boston Celtics, who have been red hot. So 21 points from LaMelo Ball, 19 from Terry Rozier, 14 from Gordon Hayward. Miles Bridges will have to fix his shot since he's obviously a lot better than that in real life right now. But let's go ahead and simulate the play-in. And honestly, I almost prefer to lose this just because I'd like the lottery pick. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the Knicks might have the Hornets lottery pick. That actually could be the case. Well, we're in the playoffs, so I guess it doesn't matter. So we are playing the Miami Heat. We made it into the playoffs, which is a good step, obviously, but I don't know if we'll do anything crazy this season. Somebody come around against Miami, and we are actually 4-1. We 4-1 them. Okay, so we're on to the second round. Haven't done anything. We're already on to the second round, and now we get to play the 76ers. Now, I will say, if we upset Philadelphia, I don't know what to do then. So let's go ahead and simulate current round, and all right. I guess this is how it's gonna go today. So Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, dude. If we upset the Bucks, I mean, come on, 2K. Okay, I don't even know why we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but hey, I guess we could be like that Atlanta Hawks team, which I want to do a Hawks realistic rebuild soon as well. But Warriors and Bucks in the NBA Finals. I'm gonna go Bucks in 6. Never mind, Warriors in 4. So Golden State Warriors go on and win it all, and we have a huge offseason ahead of us. So no draft pick. I don't think we would have had one. I can't remember if their pick is already protected or not, but I know it goes to the New York Knicks. So if I'm not mistaken, Knicks have our pick. It is the 17th overall pick. And I don't know if we have, I don't think we even have a first round pick. So we're not going to be drafting anybody. At least I don't see one. I could be just kind of tripping right now and not seeing what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? But I don't think we have a pick. So let's go to Wing Whisperer, and I'll fill this out real quick. This is the most boring part of the rebuild process. So I'm going to fill this out, and let's get to the draft. So you have a couple of early second round picks, which also could come in handy. Sometimes you get some gems in the second round, so we're not complaining too much about that. You have Gordon Hayward's contract, you have Rozier's contract, you have Oubre's unexpiring, James Bouknight, who could become something for this Hornets team, Kai Jones, who I believe came over from that New York Knicks trade on draft night, if I remember correctly. So I don't think there's anything I really want to do here on draft night in particular, so I'm just going to go straight into the draft and see if I can draft a couple of gems in the second round. I know March Madness is starting soon, so hopefully I can maybe learn a little bit about some prospects, but we'll see how it goes. Justin Lewis, Wendell Moore. I mean, again, I'm not a huge college watcher, so I don't know what I'm doing. Usually when it comes down to all the other prospects, like obviously I know the top ones just because people have talked about them, but I don't know everything. So bear with me, but I'm going to probably draft like a point guard, Andrew. We got Terrence Shannon. I'll probably draft, I guess, walk away with Terrence Shannon in the second round. And who knows? Those guys might not ever be part of the rotation. Anyway, Paulo went number 1 to the Orlando Magic, and Jabari went number 2 to the Pacers. The Pacers get themselves a really good player to put next to Halliburton. We got a 75 and a 73, so not too bad at all. Welcome to the team, second rounders. Mason Plumlee, $9 million team option. I almost feel like I should accept it just because I feel like I could do something with it. So I'm going to accept that $9 million, and then Sky Lewis, the free agent. Miles Bridges, obviously, is the most important restricted free agent, and Cody Martin, 72 overall. I won't worry about it too much. And then let's go to free agency. And again, Miles Bridges is the big free agent, and we don't have bird rights on Montrezl Harrell, although we might still be able to sign him. I'm not 100% sure. We could bring him back. He only wants $3 million, so that's something we could look at. But I do want to maybe look into the trade market a little bit. So LaMelo Ball is our point guard. That's obvious. Terry Rozier, as much as I do like him, I'm not sure I love him as the starting shooting guard for the team. I wouldn't mind him as a sixth man for the team going forward, just because I think he could thrive in that role. And then Gordon, but we'd have to find a better starter, obviously. I'm not just going to bench him for no reason. Gordon Hayward, Kelly Oubre. I honestly would love to move on from Gordon Hayward this offseason if possible. And PJ Washington's also another guy that's been kind of in some rumors like crazy, but nothing's happened from it. And then Mason Plumlee, Nick Richards. So obviously the Hornets were able to cover up their center spot with Montrezl Harrell, but that is still a huge need. So maybe we could look in the market for a center. That could be important. So I mean, we could probably get aggressive in free agency and maybe sign a center. Maybe a guy like Nurkic is available for us. I don't know. Maybe Portland Trailblazers. I don't even know if we'd be able to sign him. It doesn't look like it. We're not going to be able to sign Nurkic. Never mind. I thought that'd be a good acquisition, but doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. Don't really want Montrezl Harrell to be my starter. I mean, Zubac is possible. Wouldn't be a bad starting center, but it's not really what I'm looking for. So I think the trade market is where I want to target a center possibly and see if I can make something happen. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props website that allows you to go over or unders on NBA players. That way you watch the game and have a lot of fun with it. So for example, this is what it would look like on desktop. Also kind of looks like this obviously on your phone, but you just simply pick 2, 3, 4, 5 players, however many you want to choose. You just simply click over, under, whatever you want to do, and then you can either 3 times your money, 5 times your money, even 10 times your money, as long as you get all 4 right. Even if you wanted to do power plays or flex plays, it really does not matter. Either way, it works out however you want it to. So if you guys want to join Prize Picks, the link's in the description. Use my promo code Crushables when you sign up. So when I look at the center market, you obviously have Rashawn Holmes, who could be an option. Miles Turner is the most obvious one, and I think I've done that a lot for Charlotte. I even did a Miles Turner Hornets rebuild, and there's also Christian Wood, obviously over there in Houston, who is easily somebody that the Rockets could look into trading. So that is an option, and Rashawn Holmes are probably the 2 guys I'm going to debate between, and I think I'm going to prefer Christian Wood over Rashawn Holmes, who's an 83 overall. Now, I will say Christian Wood might not be the long-term option here, but he will be a very solid offensive player at center for us, so I kind of like the idea of bringing him in. So you'd have to probably throw in Kelly Oubre's contract to match the money. And then you could maybe throw PJ Washington on top of that, because Houston would maybe want a PJ Washington, a young player like that. So that could be something, or we could throw Daniels in here. I think I am going to throw PJ Washington. So it's going to be Kelly Oubre and PJ Washington for Christian Wood. So this would, negate us from trading a first-round pick. We're just throwing, well, we might be able to do this without. Okay, yeah, I think we could do it without Oubre's contract. So Washington for Christian Wood straight up, instead of throwing Oubre in there. They want 23 unprotected, and JT Thor for Usman Garuba. We want to trade a 2023 unprotected is the question. Yeah, I think we'll be in the playoffs next year. I mean, we literally made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So, you know what? I am fine with doing this, or would I rather trade Kelly Oubre and not the first? Actually, to be honest with you, I think I would rather trade Kelly Oubre. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade Kelly Oubre, PJ Washington for Christian Wood instead of trading the first round pick. And just like that, we get ourselves Christian Wood to be our brand new center here in Charlotte, which is awesome. And then, of course, the most important free agent for us is Miles Bridges, who we definitely want back. And then I think I'm going to also offer on Montrezl Harrell, because I don't plan on keeping Mason Plumlee. I think I'm going to trade him. So Miles Bridges getting an offer. Of course, we are going to match it. No reason not to. So Montrezl Harrell and Miles Bridges coming back to Charlotte, which is great. So bring those 2 back, and I think we have ourselves a little bit of a roster. Now, I did say I do still want to look for a shooting guard. We still do have Gordon Hayward, who I said I wanted to move on from, which is still a possibility. So I will still look into that. And then got Mason Plumlee. So there's still some moves to be made, but I'm very happy with the Christian Wood addition for this team. So I don't think I'm going to actually be making any more trades this offseason. I kind of looked into it. So Miles Bridges shot tendency is fixed on here. So we got the, it was already fixed itself. It just didn't work out, I guess. So Christian Wood, want to boost his shot tendency up Rozier. Then obviously I'm going to keep Hayward this season as well. So no more changes this offseason. Next offseason, obviously, we still have a lot more work we can do. We still have Hayward's contract, which will be an expiring contract. So it'll be a lot easier to move next season. And we kept our 2023 first round pick, which was important as well, because I honestly could have traded it. Now it sucks we got rid of Kelly Oubre, don't get me wrong, but at the same time I would have rather kept my pick than Kelly Oubre, in my opinion. So LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, Miles Bridges, Christian Wood, Mason Plumlee, Montrezl Harrell, James Bouknight, and Wendell Moore is going to be the rotation. So again, Mason Plumlee is someone I was trying to move on from. really couldn't find too much for him. So we're gonna have 2 centers coming off the rotation, I guess. So hopefully it works out. And 2K, it really doesn't matter. Obviously, in real life, wouldn't make a ton of sense. Depends how they stagger the minutes. But we are going to move this to a perimeter-centric system, since that is what James Branco prefers. Actually, at 7 seconds, we could be a 4-star. So we'll actually move this to 7 seconds. We might stop the trade deadline. Not totally ruling it out, but I don't plan on it. We'll kind of see, kind of feel it out, and then we'll see if we can make the playoffs this year. So huge leap this year for the Charlotte Hornets team. I know you can't see it because I'm in the way, but we ended up being the 1st seed in the Eastern Conference. Obviously, LaMelo Ball wins MVP, as you can see. 28 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, 50, 40, 80 club. Not 90, but hey, still very efficient numbers, which is good. Rookie of the year goes to Chelmgren there in Houston. Gafford's your 6th man in Washington. Giannis defensive player, and then Anthony Simon's the most improved in Portland, and James Branco coach of the year. We went 57 and 25. So the moves we made were definitely worth it. Obviously, it helps that LaMelo Ball is an elite point guard in this league, so, or it's going to be. I don't know if you consider him one yet, depending on who you ask, but let's go look at the player stats and kind of see how LaMelo Ball supporting cast performed. So we had 28 from LaMelo Ball, 17 from Miles Bridges, which is nice. Christian Wood with 15, not too bad. 15, 9 rebounds, and almost 2 blocks per game. So Christian Wood, pretty good on the defensive side, on the inside, which is good. Rozier at 15 points. So I don't plan on trading Rozier throughout the video. Like I said, I just would, like to see him as a 6th man more than the starter, but we'll kind of see how we can figure that out. Gordon Hayward, only 13 points per game. Montrezl Harrell with 11, and James Bouknight had a nice year, 10 points per game. So, and Wendell Moore was guy we got in the 2nd round, was able to contribute, which is awesome. So you love it when 2nd round players are able to contribute in the rotation. So let's go ahead and see what we get to play in the 1st round. Obviously, as you guys know, we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. We have a pretty nice Charlotte Hornets team right now. I think it's currently really nice around LaMelo Ball, but I think it could be better. That's the problem. So Atlanta, again, I do want to do Atlanta Hawks rebuild very soon, just because they are just, down from last year. Obviously made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now they're like barely in the play-in. So somebody current round against Atlanta. Let's see if we can make it back to the Eastern Conference Finals this year. We beat the Atlanta Hawks in 6 games, so that's a good start. Now we get to play the Brooklyn Nets. So Brooklyn's got Kyrie, Seth Curry, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, as we know, Claxton, Joe Harris. I cannot believe Ben Simmons is not ready to play, by the way. It's kind of crazy to think about that he is just still injured. I mean, he's been sitting out for a long time. It's just kind of weird. But somebody current round against Brooklyn, and we are going to lose in 7. Damn, that is so unfortunate. We were up 3-1, I think, at one point, and they come back and beat us. So in playoffs, we got the Brooklyn Nets going on to win it all. So I guess we lost to the team that won it all, but this is still good. I mean, Eastern Conference Finals is where we were last year. We were only 1 game away from the Eastern Conference Finals this year. So I think with a little bit more improvement this offseason, like we said, Gordon Hayward's expiring contract and some young pieces and some picks. We kept our 2023 unprotected, like I said. So I think we definitely have the ammunition to make a big trade this offseason. So that's kind of the plan in mind. So let's go see if we can make that happen. Gordon Hayward is probably going to be a guy that gets involved in a trade. So let's just go straight to draft night. So Gordon Hayward's expiring contract is going to become very important here. And then we don't have much young players on the roster. I really wish 2K fixed team player options before the draft, because players accept their options before the draft all the time. So I just don't get it. But we only have the 29th overall pick, and we have some future first. So we definitely have the ammunition, like I said, to make some kind of trade. I want to try to make a trade. So I don't know what I'm going to be looking for. Probably a shooting guard, a small forward, and we have $30 million that we can add to a trade. So let's see if we can find something. So I actually think we're going to have to wait till after free agency, just because the market was very limited with everybody not under contract. So we're just going to be going into draft night and kind of drafting whatever. So Amani Bates, has he just like been falling in real life or something? Because he used to go like very early in this draft class, and now he just doesn't go at all. I don't watch college, so I have no idea what his situation is. So that's interesting to me, though. He is here. Do I draft him? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm I'm obviously a casual. I have no idea what's going on with him. So is he just getting bad in this draft class or something, or did he just fall for no reason? I mean, he's 76 overall, so whatever. I guess I'll take it. And then we got Kadari Richmond, or we got a center, and we got a power forward. So who do we want to take here? Let's got Brandon Miller, Alex Fudge. So I'm gonna take Brandon Miller here, and that'll be it for my picks here in this draft. And that honestly still gives us more ammunition for a trade. Like I said, Terrence Shannon will accept as well. I definitely want to keep everybody. Qualifying offer Scotty Lewis. And I don't think, Christian Wood, I believe, is a free agent. So I do want Christian Wood back. He contributed very nicely. McDaniels is somebody I wouldn't mind having back as well. So Christian Wood is going to be my first priority here. So $17 million for 4 years, I think is fair. So I'll go ahead and offer that to Christian Wood. And then McDaniels, like I said, I do want him back as well as a depth piece. So we'll sign those two guys. And then is there anything else I want to do in free agency before I move on to like the trade market? I don't know. So, I mean, we have a lot of depth, so I don't think we necessarily need free agency anymore. I think I'm good on that. Although there are some guys we could sign technically. We got Matisse Thybulle, we got Jordan Nwora out here. So, okay, maybe there's some options. So LaMelo Ball. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not missing out on anybody. Maybe a power forward wouldn't be a bad signing here. We got Harrison Barnes. We got Grant Williams, restricted free agent. That actually could be a nice signing for us. I'll go ahead and try to see if I can pry him away from Boston. We'll offer him a contract, and Boston does not match. Okay, that's going to be it for me in free agency, though. Player progression. Let's see how it treats us. And we have Christian Wood, 82, Gordon Hayward going down, and Rozier and Bridges, and then LaMelo obviously going up still. So, all right, I want to make the trade, though. Like I said, I've been prying at a trade, and I'm going to make it happen here. So I'm going to be shooting my shot here. It's going to be a crazy shot, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to be like J.R. Smith here and be like, there's a shot. There's never been a shot I don't like. So obviously the premises of this trade is going to have to start with Gordon Hayward's expiring contract. Jaylen Brown is also on an expiring contract. So now I don't have any particular reason why the Celtics would trade him. I guess maybe it just still hasn't worked in Boston and they just keep getting eliminated early on. I don't know, but I have the young pieces to maybe convince Boston that they could move on from, or Jaylen Brown and be fine. So I'm going to try to make this happen. Don't know if it'll work. So I can throw James Bouknight in the trade. I'd have to take like all my first, I assume. So 2024, 2026, and then 2027. Although those aren't really valuable picks whatsoever. So you got Wendell Moore, who contributed in the rotation last year, might be something they're interested in. So I can't see Boston. Yeah, there's no way they're accepting that. That's just a terrible trade. So let me try. And instead of all these picks that are not valuable whatsoever, we have guys like, we just drafted Amani Bates. So we could throw him in the trade. We could throw JT Thor in the trade. Actually, it gets a little too cap for them. So we can't really do that. 2027, not valuable whatsoever. So let me go back to 2024 and then 2026. And yeah, I don't think they're going to agree to this. It was worth a shot, but I don't think this is going to be possible. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay. Wait, instead of, maybe if we got rid of Gordon Hayward's contract, we're 20 million off for making this happen though. So we could throw Rozier in here, I guess. Would they like Rozier more? Nah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, Jaylen Brown, it was worth a shot, but it's not gonna happen. All right, we'll go to the next guy on the list. We got Devin Booker in Phoenix. So something could happen in Phoenix for him to move on or something. I don't know. So the Suns would not be able to take Gordon Hayward's contract on though. Well, actually, it's because Rozier's in here. I'm stupid. Okay, so Gordon Hayward is the premises of the starting of the trade. 2024, 2026, and then 2027. And then obviously, like I said, you could throw James Bouknight in there and also probably Amani Bates. So this, I think they'll accept. So Gordon Hayward, 3 first, James Bouknight, Amani Bates for my man, Devin Booker. Bring him to Charlotte, and we got ourselves a shooting guard here in Charlotte that we absolutely love. So now we have a really nice dynamic backcourt in Devin Booker and LaMelo Ball. Now, obviously, that immediately moves Wendell Moore, who was part of the rotation last year, into the starting small forward spot, which is great. Miles Bridges, Grant Williams, and then you still have Christian Wood and Montrezl Harrell and Kai Jones, not to mention. So we got ourselves the star we wanted, which is great. And like I said, if you look at it now, why would the Suns trade Devin Booker? And that still could be the case couple years down the line, but sometimes you just never know, man. Guys get unhappy, and that's basically what I kind of went with here. So Rozier is going to be the backup point guard to LaMelo Ball. It'll be Terrence Shannon backing up Devin Booker, who is a second-round pick as well, so he's going to be able to contribute this year. Then Wendell Moore and McDaniels at the small forward, and then Miles Bridges, Grant Williams, Christian Wood, and Montrezl Harrell. So brand new rotation here in Charlotte with Devin Booker joining us here. So I'm excited. I really think that was a nice move for us, and I'm excited to see what we can make happen this next season. So hopefully we're able to get into the playoffs again, number one, and then this year actually go deep into the playoffs. So let's go take a look at our rotation for this year. So it's going to look like this. It's going to be LaMelo Ball, Devin Booker, Wendell Moore, Miles Bridges, Christian Wood, Terry Rozier, Grant Williams, Montrezl Harrell, and Kai Jones. So that's going to be the rotation. Proficiency-wise, we are still sitting at a 4-star, 7 seconds. Let's run this season. Devin Booker and LaMelo Ball. Let's see what they can make happen. So at the end of the season, LeBron James wins MVP in Detroit, which is just weird, but whatever. And what is it? This man is 39 years old winning MVP. Okay. Rookie of the year goes to Victor in Oklahoma City. Washington, 6th man in Portland. And they got Giannis Offensive Player. Wendell Moore, most improved. So he stepped up to the starting 5 and he wins most improved player. Unfortunately for us, we only finished up as a 6th seed in the East though, which is disappointing from last year. LaMelo Ball still makes all NBA first team at 27 points per game. What about Devin Booker? Is he on here anywhere? Let's see. No Devin Booker, it looks like. And then I saw Monty Bates made an all-rookie second team for Phoenix, averaged 13 points over there for them. So Phoenix gets into the rebuild while we obviously got Devin Booker. And hey, look at that. We get to play the Brooklyn Nets in round 1. So 27 points from Melo, 25 from Devin Booker, 17 from Miles Bridges, and then 15 from Rozier, and 14 from Christian Wood. So Wendell Moore had 7, Montrezl Harrell was 7, Grant Williams with 4, and Kai Jones with 4. So, all right, here we go, man. Obviously, like I said, we got eliminated by Brooklyn in the last round, or last year. So hopefully this year we could maybe return the favor for them and see if we can knock them out. Somebody current round, and we are going to be up 3-1, and we beat them in 6. So that's a really good start. And now we get to play the Milwaukee Bucks, who I believe beat us in the very first season. So this could be a little bit of a revenge for us, but we do have to deal with Giannis, Drew Holiday, and obviously Chris Middleton. So this isn't going to be easy, but we can do it. Somebody game 1. They're up 1-0. We even it up. Okay. They're up 2-1. They're up 3-1, and we're going to lose in 5, aren't? Nope. Can we force a game 7? Yes, we can. We can force a game 7. Simcast this game 7. It is in Milwaukee. So we have the chance here to potentially upset and go back to these conference finals. Let's see if we can make it happen. Good start to the first quarter. Don't want to let them back into this. And imagine Bucks fans watching this game 7. Just an absolute atrocious game 7. But Miles Bridges comes up big. 36 points, 31 from Devin Booker, and 24 from LaMelo Ball, and 16 and 16 from Christian Wood. Now we got the Detroit Pistons and then Golden State and Houston on the other side. So we got Cade Cunningham, DiVincenzo. We got the freaking MVP in LeBron James and Sadiq Bey. So, all right, here we go. Game 1. They're up 1-0. Rightfully so. They're up 2-0. Okay. They're up 3-0. And we're going to get swept again in the East Conference Finals. Okay. That is nice. Detroit goes on to win it all. I do want to try one more time. One more time for me, and that'll be it for me. So we did trade our first round pick, so we don't even have to worry about the draft. Obviously, we traded it to get Devin Booker. So we made that trade, and I don't regret it, obviously. So let's go to just rookie signing real quick, because we don't really, like I said, we don't have a draft pick to even worry about. So we got a couple second rounders, but we'll sign them. Player options, Brandon Miller will accept, and then qualifying offers, Shannon LaMelo. So some important free agents. But to be honest with you, and then I think Devin Booker's a free agent as well. So both these guys are going to be getting paid this offseason, but as the backcourt we are going to invest in. So Devin Booker, throw an offer at him, and we should be getting him. And then Montrezl Harrell. I mean, I don't think we need Montrezl Harrell, because I think Kai Jones has stepped up big. And then obviously we'll match whatever LaMelo Ball is given. So signing LaMelo Ball and Devin Booker, 2 massive contracts this offseason and the same offseason. They are obviously our guys going forward. And I do want my second round pick. That was my starter. So both of them, actually. I want both of them back. So Rozier, LaMelo, Devin Booker, Jalen McDaniels, Brandon Miller, and then Miles Bridges, Grant Williams. And then Kai Jones, like I said, will be the new backup center and not Montrezl Harrell. So now I just need the juniors back, and we are ready to roll. So I guess I'll just wait. I think they're restricted, hopefully. I don't remember if they are or not, because Wendell Moore literally just won most improved players. So hopefully he comes back. I believe they should come back on their qualifying offers, and they do. So that's a W. So player progression. Nobody's really going up in overall, but nobody's going down. So same rotation pretty much, other than Montrezl Harrell, and then Kai Jones is the new backup center. This will be the last season, so we have to keep that in mind. Let's see if this season can be the tour where we go on to win it all. I'm very excited. I think we have a chance. Proficiency still it's 4.5 now, so it's gone up. So let's simulate this season, and let's make it happen. So Melo Ball wins MVP, but guess what? We finished up as the 8th seed in the East. So yeah, that is 2K logic for you. So we were literally in the Eastern Conference Finals, but now we're in the play-in. So I mean, I can't be too surprised. It is 2K. So you know what? I'm going to take my chances here, and I'm just going to simulate through this game, and we do win. Or we lost, actually. So okay, we made it to the playoffs. That's all we needed. I was like, if we get in the playoffs, I think we can upset the first seed, to be honest with you. So let's go look at the stats real quick. That way you guys are aware, you know, what the stats look like. So 28 from LaMelo, 23 from Booker, 17 from Bridges, 16 from Rozier, and then 13 from Christian Wood, 8 from Kai Jones, and 7 from Wendell Moore. All right, so here we go. Somebody current round against Atlanta, who we have beaten in this video, I believe. So let's see if we can do it again. And we're up 2-1, and we lose in 7. Well, that was it, boys. We tried our best. We made it to the Eastern Conference Finals twice. Could never get to the finals today. Utah Jazz go on to win it all. But Charlotte is definitely going to be a team that can make a move for sure in the next couple of years. Now, I don't know if it'll be for Devin Booker. Don't get me wrong. That was a little out of pocket. But like I say, never know. Anything can happen. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.